what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the horror film Hellfest. Now this is a film about a group of teenagers who are being stalked by a serial killer at a local traveling Halloween carnival, if I'm not mistaken. So that's basically what the film is dealing with, this group of kids being stalked by this serial killer at this carnival, It's kind of almost like an amusement park, but this just full of non-stop horror attractions and so on. But it really is just a traveling carnival, Then it's massive too, it's huge, because it's a lot of locations and areas that go in within the carnival where the killer is stalking them, which makes it kind of funny, atmosphere, and so on, Now I must admit, this was a pretty decent film, and it was actually better than I thought, because the actual serial killer himself, the killer himself too as well, he's very similar to other typical horror killers, I guess you could say Michael Myers or Jason, and so on. He's very similar to them kind of killers, Being that he's masked the whole time, and this is going into spoiler alert territory, He's always masked, he's stalking his victims and so on, He can be here, he can be there, and so on, But I don't want to go into it too much because it kind of spoil the overall film itself, But overall though, this was a pretty decent film, but it did kind of fall apart, kind of halfway through the film, it just fell apart, But anyway, the film does open with an opening kill with the serial killer himself, He actually kills this one woman, this young woman, and this other carnival that I think was traveling, Then it jumps, I think years later. Now they don't really confirm it to that extent that it was years ago until kind of later in the film, But apparently he does kill this woman at this other carnival, before the events of what's going on in the film at the present time, So apparently, now once he does that, he's oh yeah, I ain't gonna say that because it kind of spoiled the film. I just keep it there, It's taken to spoiler territory, But after that, happens, you have this group of friends, and I'm not gonna really touch on all of them, because there's a bunch of characters, And I thought the actors played their roles pretty well, the chemistry between them and so on. I thought was pretty good, But I guess the one that really stood out was the one known as she played the character known as Taylor, and I think her name is Bex Taylor-Klaus. And she plays the role of Taylor. She also played on Scream, the Scream TV series, so she kind of was one that I think really stood out, You also have other characters in the film too as well, played by actors and actresses. I'm not going to touch on them, but Tony Todd, he makes an appearance too. Now his role was kind of a cameo appearance. It wasn't overly long. He just popped in there for one moment, then that was it. So I'm not going to really go into it too much, But overall though, the killer stalking him, it's very similar to other slasher type films. It's he really doesn't have any motivation for why he's doing it. So that's kind of one of the flaws to the film. But the hype and some of the kills they had were kind of cool, and it was scary at times, because nobody would believe that this guy was real, because they were actually in a carnival, a horror carnival, with killers monsters and fake zombies and all kinds of stuff is there, so you wouldn't even believe that this guy was actually killing people for real. You actually could because some of the moments in the film, he actually killed somebody right in front of somebody, and they think it was just a joke, that he didn't really actually kill somebody, they thought it was staged or something like that, but this guy really did kill somebody. So moments like that did make you feel uncomfortable and make the film scary, and it was funny, It was a pretty decent film. I would definitely recommend this film for if you're a fan of slasher type films, I would definitely recommend it for that crowd. So if you're a fan a guy going around just killing people and so on, I would definitely recommend it, It's definitely worth watching, And you can tell they actually leave this open for a sequel too as well, And I thought the killer, I thought he was pretty cool, the mask and so on and everything he had, And it's a huge spoiler, I'm not a spoiler, but what he was and so on, I thought it was kind of awesome the way they did that, It's kind of unlike other films you've seen, once they actually reveal what was going on with it, But I'm not going to go into all that. But overall, I thought this film Hellfest, I want to give it a B-, but like I said, it did have a lot of flaws in it, But I thought the director of the film, I forget what his name is, I thought he did a good job on the actual look of the film and so on, Gregory Plotkin, I think that's how I pronounce it. I thought he did a decent job on the direction of the film, because the pace of it was pretty good, but kind of halfway, it kind of where it was dragging, But in the end, I'm giving it a Hellfest. I'm giving it just a C, and I would definitely recommend it for fans of slasher films or horror films of this kind, where he's a typical killer going around killing people, I would definitely recommend it for that crowd. I'm sure you will be entertained, you probably like it more than I did, So I'm giving it a Hellfest. I'm giving this a C. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.